Have you been visiting the gorgeous St. Augustine and love the beautiful waterfront? Of course, the great restaurants, the amazing people, the warm weather, of course, our great festivals like the Nights of Lights, and want to learn more about living here? Or maybe you've decided that this is where you want to be. Well, we're going to take an opportunity to hear directly from locals, some that have lived here all their lives, others that have retired here over the last 8 years, and some that are recently moved here within the last year or so. So you're going to get to hear directly from them their pros and cons of making this gorgeous historic city that's full of great friendly people home. And what they enjoy about living here in St. Augustine and what they don't like. So Glenn, take it away. Tell us a little bit, how long have you been living here?
I've been living here a year.
Okay.
I'm back. I moved away, then I came back because I love the choices in restaurants, the beautiful weather, and the people are awesome here in St. Augustine.
Now, tell us the bad. Anything you don't like about living in St. Augustine?
Honestly, there's nothing. I love St. Augustine. That's why I came back. I missed it. I missed the restaurant choices. They've got outstanding restaurants, and downtown St. Augustine is beautiful.
Oh, my.
And I love the weather.
Do you mind telling the people what section of St. Augustine you live in?
I actually live in it's by the Woodlands area.
Oh, okay.
So it's further south area.
Okay,
it's
so
where
St.
I live.
Augustine South.
St. Augustine South. That's
Okay.
where I live.
Okay. And would you recommend that area for you?
Yes, it's a good area to live in.
Okay.
I mean, to me, all areas around St. Augustine, you can't go wrong.
So just so they know, where are you moving from as your point of reference? Why would make St. Augustine so good to you?
I moved from Colorado.
Okay.
And I got tired of shoveling snow.
Okay.
And I love the Sunshine State.
Oh,
you get
yeah.
plenty of sunshine, and I love the heat.
Oh, excellent.
Even in the summertime, I don't mind the 90-degree weather. I mean, I'm used to it from living in Oklahoma.
Okay.
I'm born and raised from Oklahoma. We have a lot of heat in the summertime.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm used to that heat.
Okay. What do you say with people that have a little bit of a fear? Another thing that comes up is a fear of hurricanes. What do you say to people that people really have some kind of trepidation about that? Is that a concern for you?
That's not a concern for me.
Okay.
You can get away from that hurricane. You got plenty of warning time,
Yeah.
so you can get away from that hurricane.
Yeah.
And I've been here actually 2 years because I moved away and then came back, and we haven't had a problem with hurricanes. They weren't that bad, so.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
No issue with me.
Okay.
It might be with somebody else, but with me, no issue.
All right. Well, thank you for taking time out.
We have 4 more locals for you to hear from, but we have a special treat. We're going to skip over to our premier African art gallery right here in downtown at St. Augustine, so you can hear from another local, their experience, and the pros and cons of living in St. Augustine.
In St. Augustine, I wanted you again to hear from the locals' perspective that have lived here for years. We're actually in a beautiful African art gallery. She's going to tell you a little more about the gallery or where we are right here about 5 miles from downtown St. Augustine. She's going to tell you a little more about her experience about living here and a little about this gallery as well. All right, take it.
Miss Ugochi Mwaga, and this is Oviko Gallery. Oviko Gallery is the premier African contemporary art gallery. We have works from Africa featuring African artists, and it is a sight to see in St. Augustine.
It is beautiful. So tell us a little more about how long have you lived in St. Augustine, what you like about it, maybe what you don't like, and just give them the real deal.
Yes. So I've been in St. Augustine for 5 years, and I like St. Augustine because it's quaint and it's beautiful. It's quiet, so it's enough for you to get things done. If you really want to kind of go out and party hard, you can travel. But it's a good place to really kind of focus and get things done. What I don't like about it is I have 3 kids and they go to a private Catholic school, and there's just not enough diversity. And they experience some struggles in school because of that. So that's kind of one of the things that I wish were a little bit different.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now I know your parents have lived here for
25 years.
25 years.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
And so they're technically, are they retired here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They came here and were teaching at the universities, and then retired and started a home healthcare business here in St.
So
Augustine.
when you moved from, where did you move from before you moved here?
I moved from Nigeria.
What?
Yeah.
So you straight from
Nigeria to
here.
St. Augustine. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And brought all this art with me.
Oh, that is
yeah. So I brought Nigeria to St. Augustine physically and culturally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we know the good things you love about St. Augustine, its beauty, its quaint, and all that great stuff. Is there anything you wish you would have known before moving here 5 years ago?
I wish I knew more about the rich Black history here. I had been visiting here many times because my parents lived here, but I didn't know about Lincolnville Museum. I didn't know about the Fort Mose. And so I have a better appreciation of sort of the impact and the history of Black people here in St. Augustine.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys. Now be sure to we're gonna put her website below and actually the gallery location so you can come by and pay a visit. All right, guys, stay tuned for more.
Now, if you would like a sneak peek into this amazing gallery, you can schedule an appointment or come for their upcoming event on February the 1st. See the flyer above for more information. All right, stay tuned, guys. We have more local testimonials from actually locals that were born and raised here, so you can hear directly from them as well.
Hi guys. So having grown up here my whole life and living by the beach, I love that pretty much any day of the year, except for a very select few, I get to go to the beach and take advantage of the beautiful weather here. And then also what I really love about St. Augustine is it's a very holistic, centered community. I'm a nurse. I started off in the ER and I work at Prime IV. So it's all natural, all vitamins and hydration, and seeing the whole community be so interested and want to take care of themselves and come and see us is really awesome. And everybody here just comes together. It is a really awesome and wholesome community.
And when you say it's like people here is really friendly, probably.
They are so kind and so friendly, very warm. Everywhere you go, you can just say hi to somebody and spark up a conversation, which is hard to find. I've lived in Orlando for school, Tallahassee for school, been around a whole bunch of places, really difficult to find. So I really love that about this area. Only downfall is holiday time gets really crazy with the night lights, but you can look past it. I just don't like it because I have to wake up earlier for work, but you get over it.
No other bad. So no other negative that you live here. No other negative.
Yeah, just the traffic. That's it.
But overall, I really like St. Augustine.
What do you like about it?
Well, it's the 450 years of history and the oldest African American history in the country. People of color, Africans, set foot on the continent in the 1500s here. So I've been researching that and dedicating my work to discovering the African American history here in St. Augustine, the civil rights history, which is really feeding me. It's giving me a purpose and a passion and a mission. And also I get to connect with, like just a couple of days ago, I spoke with a woman who has lived on her property for 85 years, a woman that was involved in the civil rights movement, shook hands and walked with Dr. King, and was part of the protests during the civil rights movement. Yeah. So I get to sit at the feet and do interviews and do portraits of these people that were integral in the civil rights movement here in St. Augustine, which was some of the most important civil rights history in the country. So I get to explore all of that. I also get to explore the 5 beaches that are within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And there's wonderful restaurants here. The food scene is awesome. And I'm blessed to have landed in St. Augustine and opened my gallery, Gallery 144, King Street, and it opened just in time to be a part of this cultural renaissance. The historical museums are now collaborating and doing events together and sharing history, and along with the St. John's Cultural Council, they're bringing in music like the Fort Mose Music Festival. Common was here, right? Wynton Marsalis was here, Keb Mo was here, and others. So I get to experience all of that, and I don't see this as my forever place, but while I'm here, I'm trying to make it count.
Another local that's been here for almost 7 years, right, Dave?
7+.
And so he's going to give you a little bit of feedback on, for him, what it's been like living here in St. Augustine as far as his pros and his cons, and maybe something that he maybe wished you would have known before moving here. All right, take it away, Dave.
Okay, well, I have been very happy that I found St. Augustine. In 2015, I went exploring across the whole I-95, I-4 strip and stopped in different places and picked St. Augustine. It was the best. I liked the climate the best. In the summer, it was 5 degrees cooler than the southern parts of the state, but it was still tolerable and comfortable. I liked the cost of living. I found a house that I wanted to get, so that's what really sealed the deal. So I like St. Augustine the best of any place in Florida I found. It has what I call 2 climates, short pants and long pants. So that's an attraction for sure. What do I dislike about it? I'm not sure there's much I dislike about it. It's not, I wish it was closer to my kids. I have kids that are sort of spread out. One's in Orlando. That's not too bad. It's about a 2-hour drive. But I have one that's in DC, and so I don't get to see her nearly as much as I would like. So I would rather have it be closer to my kids, but since they don't live close to each other, that's not possible.
All right, so you retired here from Tennessee, was
From
it?
Tennessee, yes.
And what made you pick Florida of all the places?
Well, Tennessee was too conservative for me.
Okay.
I had a friend who was running for judge who'd been a prosecutor for like 12 years, and he lost to a guy who was conservative but had only tried one case. And I said, this is not where I want to be. And so I moved to Florida to go someplace more liberal. Well, you can see how that worked out. But I do like Florida, and I have found people that share my views on politics and things like that.
So what do you think? Are you ready to make St. Augustine home? These testimonials confirm that this is definitely the place for you. Well, I hope so. Please know we're here to walk you through the process and make sure you get paired up in the right home in the right neighborhood for you. Now, we have some hand-picked videos from you talking about some of the best restaurants, best neighborhoods, best communities. You're just going to click on the video tab at the top. You can pull up our full catalog of videos there. This is Frances, your Florida real estate agent, here to walk you through the process and make sure you get paired up with the right home in the right neighborhood for you and your family.